to another episode of Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get hit into it. So we've all heard Michael Parsons' trade request. We all know that. We did we did lock in Jake for Ferguson. Okay. So that's good news. I know the negotiations with Dak, it went down to the last minute. They got it done. Lord have mercy. Excuse me. Now, like I said, the contract negotiations with Prescott went down to the last minute. And as James Slater said, he got a king's ransom. Okay. So, but as far as this Michael Parsons contract negotiations, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not paid attention to these contract negotiations. Okay. And quite frankly, I just want the thing resolved, whether he gets a deal done or whether he's traded. I just want the thing resolved. Okay. I have not paid attention to these contract negotiations. And I know a few fans, and I know a few fans, they say they're over the contract negotiations. They're probably like me. They just want resolution. Okay. So again, whether he gets traded, whether he gets signed, okay. I just want a resolution because there's just a lot of stuff going around being said about this situation that it never should have got to this point or whatnot. So I just want the thing resolved, okay? And I really didn't pay attention to the contract negotiations with Dak Prescott. Same here with Michael Parsons. I wasn't on social media looking at updates with the contract situation on Michael Parsons, but yeah, I just want resolution. I just want this to be over, okay? Whether he gets signed or whether he gets traded, I just want this resolved. And Jerry Jones has been backed into a corner, and I don't think Jerry Jones is going to let him get it away, okay? That's my personal opinion. Because if they let Parsons get away, they're probably going to let DeMarvin and Overshown get hit away. And Deron Bland, who just started contract negotiations with, Deron Bland, they probably might let him get hit away. So I think the deal is still going to be reached. Again, I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not following these contract negotiations every day. But according to James Slater, it never should have got to this point. So, yeah. So, enough of my Michael Parsons and the contract situation. So, Rodney Peete. Was a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles for a few years, right? Okay. And he was a quarterback during the 4th-and-1 debacle. Randall Cunningham had been replaced by Rodney Peete earlier that season. And so the Eagles defeat the Lions 58-37 in their first playoff game, okay? And the Eagles got very, very cocky after winning that game. They got very, very, very cocky. And one of those cocky people was Rodney Peete, okay? Rodney Peete, I believe he called Dallas overrated and beatable, were his words. Okay, overrated and beatable. Truth be told, I think Rodney Peete should have known better. Okay, Rodney Peete should have known better because why? Because he was the backup for Dallas in 1994. Right, he backed up Aikman in 1994. Right. So in all actuality, Rodney Peete should have known better. And it was proven that he should have known better. Okay. Because it was the second quarter. It was the second quarter of the playoff game against Dallas. And Rodney Peete took off scrambling. And Darren Woodson had something for him.
He basically disappears for the better part of 3 days, the week of a playoff game.
The Eagles wanted to fax Randall the game plan, but there was a problem. Cunningham never gave the Eagles his number in Las Vegas.
And early in the game at Dallas, Rodney Peete gets hurt. And now Randall has to go in. And here's the redemption. And all is going to...
Yeah. Darren Woodson has something to say about that because he knocked out Rodney Peete, and Randall Cunningham came in, and it was pretty much history from that point. Okay, Cowboys win 32-11. I remember Barry Switzer saying after post game, we kicked their ass. If we did that the last time, it wouldn't even have to come down to a 4th and 1 situation. And apparently that pissed off A. Rhodes. Okay, and apparently that had pissed off A. Rhodes when Barry Switzer said, "We kicked their ass." Okay, and according that pissed off A. Rhodes. But yeah, Rodney Peete should have known better. Okay, Rodney Peete should have known better. Speaking of Barry Switzer, Daryl Johnston tells a story. It was the Pro Bowl after the 1994 season, okay? And Daryl Johnston tells a story. The Cowboys are all down at the Pro Bowl. And Daryl Johnston says Aikman, himself, Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Leon Lett, all those guys, they had worked all that Pro Bowl week to convince Chris Spielman to come to Dallas, okay? He was a free agent, okay? And Daryl Johnston was like, and I think we just about had him, okay? So they were working on Chris Spielman. Yeah. I'll come. And so then apparently Chris Spielman comes up to Daryl Johnston and says, no, I changed my mind. And Daryl Johnston was like, why? And so then Chris Spielman said, look. And so then it was Barry Switzer eating a hot dog. It was Barry Switzer eating a hot dog on the sideline at the Pro Bowl. I should have mentioned that in the last video I made, right? Yeah, so so Barry Switzer eating a hot dog at the Pro Bowl apparently changed the mind of Chris Spielman of coming to Dallas, right? Yeah. So I believe, if I'm correct, I believe Chris Spielman signed a 1-year deal with the Lions and then became a free agent again. And then he went to Buffalo for the 1996 season, right? So, yeah, that cracks me up, man. That cracks me up. And it's also a wee bit irritating that we could have had Chris Spielman and he could have helped us win. Well, we did win the Super Bowl that year, but yeah, it's just a shame that Chris Spielman missed out on winning a Super Bowl because of Barry Switzer eating a hot dog at the Pro Bowl. Right. So, yeah. All right. That's it. And that's all for Classic Dallas Cowboys talk. I am out of here. How about them Cowboys? Peace out.
Who?
Cowboys.
What's my blue and gray team?
Cowboys.
And who I'm rolling with, huh?
My Cowboys.
Steelers better get it right. Giants better get it right. Who?
Cowboys.
What's my blue and gray team?
Cowboys.
And who I'm rolling with, huh?
My Cowboys.
Eagles better get it right. Skins better get it right.